Saw a peanut stand, heard a rubber band, so I'm a gullible sorta guy. But I think I will have seen everything when I see an elephant fly.
Hey, Tri-Valley, how's it going? Oh, come on, people. I said Tri-Valley, not Leroy. Give it up. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So, you know, I knew I was going to do this talent show thing from the beginning, and I had to decide between two things that I could have done. I could have played my bagpipes or done a comedic act. And since I didn't want to be chased out of here with burning torches and pitchforks, I decided to do a comedic act. But thinking about that now, it might actually turn out to the same result. Let's hope not. But really, like, if you think about it, to prepare a comedic act, you have to really think about what's funny in Illinois. Because believe it or not, the stuff that is funny here is not funny anywhere else. I'm serious. Around here, we get a big kick about seeing our teachers come up on stage dressed in dumb costumes and run around in slow motion. I mean, who can forget Mr. Johnson the cornballer? He is never going to live that down, and we find that hilarious. Other parts of the country, it's just awkward. I really think that something is wrong with the people in Illinois. I mean, why would we find this random stuff that's not funny, funny? And then it came to me. I blame the corn. Dude, it's everywhere. Have you noticed this? I wake up in the morning, I look out my window, there's corn. I go driving to school, corn, 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 soybeans, corn, corn, railroad tracks. Corn, corn, corn. It's ridiculous. I'm beginning to think it follows me. Seriously, I went to LA last summer, and it was really cool because first of all, there are hills down there, which we don't really understand that whole up and down concept. I mean, we stand on our tiptoes, hey look, Chicago! I go to LA and I'm walking up these hills on the concrete where there's actual civilization, a nice break from living in downs. I'm just like, oh look, this is so cool. And then, over the fence, I see corn. In LA, there's corn. It followed me there. Literally, I turned around. There's corn growing up between the sidewalk cracks. There's now a line of corn that goes from LA to my house and back. It gives a whole new meaning to Yellow Brick Road. But, I mean, if you really think about it, the corn has done something to the people here. I mean, I see my mom right now, and I have proof of this. Before my parents moved to Illinois, they were cool. Now, not so much. I remember my mom, she's told me this story a million times. She's sleeping in bed, and then all of a sudden she wakes up, and she sees something. There's something floating by the door. Yes, I said floating. It's floating by the door. And my mom starts to get scared, so she wakes up my dad. Neil! 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 My dad. What? Shh! We don't want them to know we're here. Neil, I think there are aliens by the door. My mom's being completely serious, too. I think there are aliens by the door. Neil, what if they get the kids? Well, my dad is the logical man in our family. He's standing there thinking, okay, it's by the door. And it's blinking red, and then green. So my mom looks at it. Yeah, it is. What, do you know what it is? My dad looks over and goes, and? It's the smoke detector. Oh, okay, honey, go back to sleep. But my mom's told me repeatedly, and this proves the point that the corn has done something. She kept one eye open all night, just to make sure it didn't move. Of course, it hasn't just stopped at my parents' generation. How many of you know my brother out there? Eric Lundpool? Okay, he's a pretty cool guy, right? Well, this is before he was cool, when he was a nerdy 9-year-old. He had to make a little boxwood derby car for the Boy Scouts, and he had to drill a hole in it to get the wheels through. Makes sense. So he gets the drill, and he starts to drill. Zing! Of course, it just flies out of his hands because he's 9, he can't hold it. So then he starts to think, what can I do? Except he's shorter than me. What to do? I can give it to Dad. No, Dad's at work. I gotta finish this by tomorrow. Oh, I could put it in the vice grip. No, that'll break the wood. And then my brother, the 9-year-old, gets a great idea. He's gonna hold it a different way. Now, for those of you who are mechanically challenged, And God said, let there be light. Thank goodness we're not electrically challenged. There we go. But my brother decides he's going to hold it a different way. This means he's going to hold the wood like this. He's going to drill like this. Do you see the problem? My brother did not. So he starts to drill. And my brother, being a very, very brave 9-year-old, clicks the drill to reverse and pulls it out. And he puts the drill down, and then he puts the piece of wood down and he sees his watch. Oh no, it's 3 o'clock. He's supposed to go miniature golfing with his friends. But he has a hole in his hand at the moment, so he has 2 things he can do. He can go to Mom and get a Band-Aid, or go miniature golfing. So what does he do? He goes miniature golfing! And from to this very day, you can still tell which putter my brother used, because one of the green ones, its handle is mysteriously red for some odd reason that no one knows. Now see, we find that funny in Illinois. Most people would find that a little bit like, oh, that poor little